different. Let's move on to another subject. There's a man. So supposedly, there's a man on the West Coast. His contract is supposedly causing some friction with two players. And the other thing is that I want to bring up, people aren't bringing up the point, is that another guy is going to need a contract. And we might see the end of these two cornerstones for the modern day dynasty that is the Golden State Warriors. So as you know, Jordan Poole is looking at least getting $135 million. He's getting at least the same contract RJ Barrett got. At first, I thought he was going to get Anthony Simons money, but it's seeming like that they're going to have to pay him, RJ Barrett money. And supposedly, since Jordan Poole was a rookie, he's always, been chirping at the other guys. And there was a quote from Klay Thompson that Klay Thompson in Japan beat Jordan Poole in a three-point contest. And when asked how he felt, he was like, it felt good beating Jordan Poole because basically they were able to put Jordan Poole in his place. And it seems like Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, it's been alluded that Jordan Poole has the Golden State Warriors view Jordan Poole more valuable than Klay Thompson or Draymond Green. And the guy that hasn't been mentioned over the last week or so with this whole entire Draymond Green, Jordan Poole fiasco, a man that is also contract, extension eligible, has flown on the radar. And he's another guy that could also be, prioritized over Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. It's looking, and it has been reported the other day, that Draymond Green is more likely to leave the Golden State Warriors over money rather than the incident that just recently happened. Meaning that the Golden State Warriors have also said, Joe Lightgub, that he is not going to pay for the team next year. Somebody is leaving. Andrew Wiggins needs a contract. Jordan Poole needs a contract. It's looking like Klay Thompson and Draymond Green might be on their way out because Draymond Green wants a max contract. Klay Thompson's being paid a shit ton of money. And if they keep Klay Thompson, they could go one more season, I believe, without it being over $400 million. But he basically said, Joe Lacob, he's not paying for another huge team over 400, or like what he's paid the past few seasons. So Draymond Green looks like, and Draymond Green, though, it's in his best interest to accept his player option because he'll make more money if he goes in as an unrestricted free agent than as a restricted free agent. So it's looking like Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins are going to get deals because they have to, because they're the future, if they want to keep this going. But it's looking like Draymond Green and Klay Thompson could be on their way out. What are your thoughts on this whole debacle?
I thought that Klay story was pretty interesting because that was kind of what we were talking about last Friday. Seems like Jordan Poole really it's not like I would go as far as he's full of himself, but he's very confident fella for very few accolades. I think, dude, it's so tough because Jordan Poole is, you can't lose Jordan Poole. If you have Jordan Poole, you can't let him leave. Andrew Wiggins is a little bit more expendable in my opinion, but his playoff performance makes that extremely hard to do. So, I'm thinking there's some guys like Chris Middleton out there, but all these guys are going to require some money. Do they let Wiggins walk, pay Dre and Poole and they run three guards out there? Or you have Klay Thompson come off of the bench? I still think, what's up, Andre? Happy Monday. I still think that it's going to be Dre. I think it's going to be Dre.
So basically with this Warriors team, look, I think the reason why I think they choose to keep Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins and let our man, Draymond Green and potentially trade away Klay Thompson is they see Andrew Wiggins as the defensive guy who can replace Draymond Green / Andre Iguodala. With what we saw from Andrew Wiggins in the playoffs, there's hope that he can be, the defensive the defensive leader of this team that replaces Draymond, and you could maybe even get him a little cheap. And going into next year, they're going to be at $140 million before accepting all those contracts. So they're basically at $167 million. You throw in another 30, they're at 197. So that if Draymond Green accepts it, and that's if they don't. And they're going to have to basically, I think, look, Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, if they move on from both of them, that's at least $70 million they can save. And that $70 million is what's going to cost Andrew Wiggins and, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins combined, they're probably going to cost $70 million, like 35 each. Okay. And in a few years, those contracts will actually be good because the salary is going to go up and they're going to have to pay, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody a bunch of money and James Wiseman as well. I just think it's in their best interest because Draymond Green, his trade value isn't high as Klay Thompson. Draymond Green, there's only a handful of teams that I think he could be just as good as he's been for the Warriors because you need a coach that knows how to correctly utilize him. Not saying that he would be bad. I just think if he isn't in the right scheme, he won't be as good as he can be because he won't be utilized correctly. While Klay Thompson, you can put him on any fucking team in the league and he'll just as good. Klay Thompson seamlessly fits any roster in the NBA. You can't say the same with Draymond Green. That's why I think if they're going to extend Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, they're incentivized to trade Klay Thompson because they could probably get 2 to 3 first-round picks. And Draymond Green, if they sign and traded him or whatever they do, if they let him walk, I don't see more than 1 or 2 picks. And I know he's a future Hall of Famer. I know he's all that. It's just not every team would be able to utilize him correctly. Thoughts?
Skip. I know you saw Poole yesterday because your Snap story.
You like that? Did you like that? I said I did that. Well, I'll send it to myself and I'll show everyone before we end this segment.
Nice. I think Draymond. Did you notice how close Dre and LeBron became out of nowhere? I did. I think Dre's gonna end up in Los Angeles, and I think that's one of the craziest things like of recent history in basketball. I mean, it would be cool, dude. I think who does Golden State receive back if Dre, or does he leave after the season? The thing is this, I like Andrew Wiggins, I like Jordan Poole, but are they going to win a championship? Draymond Green off your team? No. Is Klay Thompson and Draymond Green off your team? Definitely not. I don't care how good you are, Jordan. I don't care how good you are, Andrew. The Golden State Warriors are not winning a championship at this current point in time if you get rid of Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. I don't care who you're getting back. That big three is so special. The culture is so special. The selflessness is so special. It's such a special dynasty, and all good things must come to an end. So I have big concerns. Is Andrew Wiggins ready to take that? I mean, Dre offers so much energy. He's just like that. He's that X factor on your basketball team. Not only does he do everything on the defensive end, he keeps your offense moving offensively, but he's also your leader. Steph Curry isn't the leader of the Golden State Warriors. I'll tell you that. He's going to have to start continuing to become like we did last season. We saw Steph take more of a leadership role, more of a vocal role, especially in the absence of Klay Thompson. But the Warriors, I haven't seen enough from Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, especially Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, in order for me to believe that they'll be still the best team in the West, or they'll still be finals contenders. They'll be contenders because if you're trading Klay and Dre, you'll get something back. But I don't know, man. I don't, unless you're like, this is just pure off the dome. Like if you did a trade like Klay and Dre for Anthony Davis, I still don't think they win a championship. So I'm doing everything I can to please everybody. It's not that Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins won't be able to win a championship. I just, like, Dre does so much for the Golden State Warriors that I don't think people really understand. So I think Dre will be in LA or Detroit in a year.
I agree that Dre's gone, and it's not even. I'm not going. Like maybe he is BFFs with LeBron. I'm so sorry.
They are BFFs. I know. BFFs out of nowhere.
Well, it's because they're business partners. They became because they invested in multiple businesses together. So LeBron James and Draymond Green forged a friendship through business ventures, and supposedly they every few months they join more and more, and they're like very very freaking close. And Draymond Green, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Draymond Green has came out and said he wants a max contract. He's not taking anything less. He does not care. He does not care about giving a hometown discount, et cetera, et cetera. He is wanting as much money. He's been underpaid for a majority of his career. He hasn't had a max contract. He's a guy who wants as much money because he knows his game. He's not going to probably play till he's 40, and this is probably the last paycheck he can get. So with that being said, I just think, yes, Draymond Green is the heart and soul of that culture, but you did make a good point. Steph Curry has slowly morphed into the true leader of this team. It used to be the heart and soul. The heartbeat of this team was Draymond Green. But one might argue that this past season, the heartbeat of this team was Steph Curry. Steph Curry is what motivated people. When Steph Curry put those pink purple shoes on, everybody felt it. And another thing, Andre Taylor just said, Draymond also just signed with Clutch Agency, which everyone knows is linked to LeBron. So right there, and he is wanting the max contract. Klay Thompson, I don't know who his agent is. If anyone can let me know who his agent is. Klay Thompson, if you had to say, could Klay Thompson maybe say, hey, I'll rework my deal, add a few more years to it. I'll take less money, but extend me. I'll lower my cap hit of 43 million, and then we'll just pay me in the back, in the back, like backload it. You get what I'm saying? I could see Klay Thompson doing that. I could see Klay doing that. That's something I could see Klay. That's the type of guy Klay is.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, I could see the Warriors are like, if Wiggins continues to impress, obviously they're going to re-sign Poole. I just think they're just like, look, we could get 2 to 3 first-round picks for Klay Thompson. That way, if James Wiseman, Moody, or somebody doesn't work out, we got a few picks in the back burner to either trade for somebody or to draft somebody. And I just think people aren't considering the fact that they are trying to usher in the new era sooner rather than later.
So I want to, one last point here is that Draymond with Clutch is just brutal. Once again, like if Draymond Green actually joins LeBron, I mean, I already know LeBron's the smartest player in the NBA right now, but if he gets Draymond Green onto his basketball team, I mean, it's not even a question. LeBron James plays these games of chess that last years and years and years. And he's just so smart. Everything he does is so deliberate, and he's definitely got a plan. My thing with Draymond Green that I don't know if he necessarily realizes this. One quick point out: 2 out of the last 3 years, Draymond Green's gotten injured. So 33 in March. I don't think Draymond Green maybe realizes you don't get paid when you're getting a new contract. You don't get paid based on what you've done. You get paid on based your projections, what you're gonna offer, what you're gonna do after you get that contract, for the duration of that contract. Draymond Green, for 4 years, when he turns 37, will not be, I could be completely wrong, but I've only seen maybe LeBron James be able to do this. There's no way Draymond Green will still be depoy type of guy. He's not going to be the same Draymond Green in 4 years. So why would I pay you a max contract when I know you're falling off? You have been falling off. Dre is still the heart and soul of this basketball team, but I'm not paying you based on what you've done in your career. I don't care if you've been with us for your whole career. This was a problem you should have figured out before you signed your last contract. You should have done this before you signed the last one. So no, I'm not maxing Draymond Green. I don't care if I'm the Detroit Pistons. I don't care if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers. Nobody's maxing out Draymond Green. I don't think he realizes that. I could be wrong. Maybe a team does. Maybe everyone's waiting to max Draymond Green. I think any team that maxes Draymond Green's idiotic. So we'll see how this situation unravels. It's getting juicy, and I love juice. So
I mean, it's just all interesting. I still think the Warriors are going to be the Warriors, but I do think there is something to pay attention